Hello everybody, my name is Ashley Blevins. I'm one of the directors of Schoolhouse Rock, and this video is for performers and parents and those who are either newer to theater or a little bit younger or who still have developing reading skills. And I wanted to make a video to help you guys learn about this a little bit more. This is your script or your libretto. And this has the whole show in it. It has all the spoken lines, it has all the singing and all the words, and everything you need to learn the show is right in here. But it's a lot. It's a lot of numbers, it's a lot of music notes, it's a lot of words. And so it can be a little bit overwhelming for people who are new to this process and learning how to do it. So I wanted to make this video to help you guys feel a little bit better about making your way through this. And the goal is for you guys to watch this, performers and parents together, to look at your script with me as we walk through it. And then after the video is done, to look at your script again and to practice at home, going through your script and trying to remember how to find the things that I show you so that when you come to rehearsal, you are feeling more confident about making your way through this and finding the things that you need so we can go faster and feel better about where we are as we work on different things in rehearsal. Some of this might be a little bit basic, and that's okay. It's always good for a refresher, but I just want to make sure that I cover all the basic stuff and then get a little bit deeper from there so that everybody's got some good tools for having a good rehearsal and not feeling lost or overwhelmed with this guy. So go ahead and get your script and let's look at it together. So this is your cover, of course. Please put your name on it. This is Tally's book, so you can kind of see she has in pencil written her name. I also recommend that you put your name in an inside corner just so it's really clear who the script belongs to. It's easy to misplace or leave these at GCPA sometimes. So we want to be able to see that name and go, oh, we know who that belongs to, and get it back to you. And then on the first page here, this is kind of an important thing you might want to know about. It's called a table of contents. And on one side, it lists the song titles. And on the other side, it lists these numbers. These are page numbers. This is what page the song is on. So if I say, okay, we're going to start tonight with Conjunction Junction. Everyone turn to Conjunction Junction. If you're not sure where it is, you can look at the song list and find Conjunction Junction. There it is. And then if you follow the dots across, that's the page number. Conjunction Junction is on page 46. And so then you can flip to page 46. Well, how do we know what page 46 is? Where does it say that? So here's the next thing. Page numbers. These are very important. The page numbers are printed right at the bottom corner of each page. And you don't have to be a super good counter to know how to use these. You don't have to count. You don't have to count from 1 to 46. You just have to find the number. Now, it does help sometimes if, you get to 40 and you're like, okay, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46. Some counting might help you there, but you can just look for those numbers and they're at the bottom of every single page in the corner. So use those page numbers to help you skip around. We will be doing lots of skipping around in our scripts and not going in order as we learn the material. So you're going to want to follow those page numbers. The next thing that can help you is this. This is the title of the song. So if I say we're doing Conjunction Junction, you can look for that big title. You can see it's way bigger and way bolder than anything else on the page. That's on purpose to help you find it. So look for the big, bold title. If you're not getting it with the page number, or if you want to make sure, look for the song title. Let's find another one just to show you what it might look like. Trying to find one that's not at the top. Okay, so here's one. This is Interplanet Janet, and it's not always the top of the page, right? Sometimes the song starts halfway down the page. So again, look for your page number and then look for the song title. And that's where you want to be at the beginning of this song. It's not up here. It starts right under that song title. So find the page number, find the song title. Okay, let's talk about music for a minute. So we are not focusing a ton on the music notes. We are trying to add a little bit of teaching in about how to navigate music and what these are and how to follow them, because we have an education component to this program. But as we're just trying to learn the show and get it on its feet, we're mostly going to be focusing on the words. And so if you're not sure what to do with all of this music stuff up here, don't worry about that. Just find your words, okay? And with words, you do this the same way you would a book. You're just reading from side to side. The words are printed under the notes. These are the notes right here. And this set of 5 lines and this symbol right here, that's called the staff. And so the notes are written on the staff and the words are written under it. So your job mainly is to find the words and to follow with the words. And you can just skip all this other stuff if that's too much. So you just read your words, and just like with a book, if you get to the end, you're going to go to the next page. And you're going to follow those words. At the end of a line, you're going to go to the next line and find the words and keep following them. And then the next line, follow the words. So you do kind of have to train your brain and your eye to skip the music part if you're wanting to do that. It's a little bit more of a jump. It's not just line, 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 line of words. You have to do this line and then jump. And then do this line and then jump down to the next one. So that may be a little bit of an adjustment. You can practice that at home with your family. Practice reading the music and see how fast you can get at read, 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 skip, read, 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 skip, read, 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 skip. Because if you can get fast at that, and if that can come easier to you, you'll be able to keep your place in rehearsal better. There are a few other parts of songs I want to show you. Sometimes in the middle of a song, you'll see just words by themselves with no music attached to them. Those are spoken words. So sometimes there's music playing underneath, and then someone is saying a line in the middle, and that's what that looks like right there. So if your job is just to sing the singing parts, you would sing here, and then you would just wait for whoever to speak. And then the singing picks back up underneath all the spoken stuff here. So that's somebody's spoken line. And then the last thing I want to show you is if you look above the music and the staff, that's a character's name right there. Where you see a character's name, that means it's just that character singing. So right here, this is just Dory. See if I can find another spot where it says, oh, like right here, it says all. So this part is everybody. Now that said, we are making a lot of changes in our version to who says what and who sings what. So I wouldn't worry too much about that because there are lots of changes. I don't expect every single person to have all of that written down and remembered. I can always answer those questions in class about who's supposed to sing and say what. But if you're wondering what those are, that can help you sometimes, because I might say we're looking in the middle of page 33 at the part that says all, where everyone sings we the people. So you can use those reference points. Page 33, where it says all, we the people. And that can help you find your place faster if we're skipping around. Now, one last thing. When there's not music, there are lines. These are spoken lines. There's no music with them. They're the scenes in between each song. And so these are spoken parts. It tells you the name of the character and then what they say. And then it's the next person and then what they say. And then the next person, that's their character name, and then what they say. So this is what lines look like. So if you have spoken lines, that's what you'll be reading from. So I might say something like, go to the top of page 38 where Tom says, you know, in all my years. Everybody go there. So you can look for your page number, and you can look for your character, and for the beginning of their line. And that will help you find where we're starting in our rehearsal. That's pretty much the big stuff, everybody. The one last thing I just wanted to point out is that in the back, there's a little bit of extra stuff, and you don't really need that. And then in the front is a little bit of extra stuff. This is some information about what it's like to do a show, what you might want to have, the characters, things like that. You don't really need this stuff. And so I recommend that you take a paper clip or a piece of tape and just seal these pages together. That way, when you open up your script, you got your table of contents, which you might need to use, and then you can flip this chunk that's all sealed together and go right to the beginning of the show. And that's page 1, you'll notice. So again, I don't recommend counting pages because you can get mixed up. And if you're trying to count these beginning pages, that's not gonna help you because these are not page 1, 2, and 3. This is where page 1 is, where the show starts. So I would just seal those together if you find that helpful, and then know that page 1 is where the show begins, right here. And then the last thing is, feel free, I told the actors, feel free to use highlighter, pencil, draw stars, circles, underlines, whatever helps you to find the parts of the show that are important for you to find. Your lines, your songs, the part you sing here, whatever it is, feel free to mark up your script. These are yours to keep forever, so you can put anything you want in here. I highly recommend not using a pen because the pen is permanent, you can't erase it. And we do make changes from time to time, so pencil is always preferred so you can erase it if we do make a change. And then the last thing that might be helpful is sometimes with songs, I will get color tabs, like the binder tabs that stick off the binder dividers with colors and you can label and that kind of thing. And I will put them on the songs. And your actor can learn that the red tab is Schoolhouse Rock. And the blue tab is a noun, is precise thing, and the green tab is adjectives, etc. And then they can have tabs sticking out of their script that are colored, and that might help them find the songs a little easier. If I say we're gonna do nouns, turn to nouns, they can go, oh, nouns is blue, so I'm gonna get my blue tab, and boom, there I am. So colored tabs are sometimes helpful for marking scripts for finding things faster as well. And that's about it for making your way through your script. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, and I will see you guys in rehearsal.